As President and Provost of UCL, I wanted to take this opportunity to say a few words to you about the situation we find ourselves in after the EU referendum result of last week. The very first thing I want to say to you, particularly to all of our European staff and our European students, is that you are a key and integral part of this university, and you're very important to us. The diversity that you bring and the creativity that you bring to this institution is highly valued by all of us, and we absolutely intend that that opportunity will continue for as long as possible, preferably in perpetuity. Now, there are some very specific things I want to say to different groups. So first of all, to current students, you're studying here, you'll remain studying here, you'll be paying the same fees, and you'll have the same access to government loan systems as though nothing had happened last week. And that is an assurance for the rest of your course. If you're a prospective student due to come here in 16-17, the same is true. Nothing has changed for you. The fees will be the same, and you will still have access to the government loan book. In fact, the government has guaranteed that will be the case for all 16-17 entrants for the entire duration of your course. If you're thinking of coming to study with us after that time, say in 17-18, we believe that nothing will have changed then either. We're seeking clarification of that from the government at the moment. But legally, you will still be regarded as home and EU students, and the same conditions are relevant. If you are an Erasmus student and you're either here on your Erasmus studies, or if you're overseas as a British student on an Erasmus exchange programme, then nothing has changed for you. Please be relaxed about that. Everything will go ahead as per normal. Our staff, many of our staff have been deeply worried by what's happened, and they're worried about their status in the UK and about their jobs. So first of all, your job is secure. You had a job yesterday, you still have a job today. You're very valued. We absolutely want you to stay here. Your immigration status has not changed. All of the indications are that right to remain and visas are not going to be an issue for staff that are already here. We will be doing our absolute to fight for your future. That much I do promise you. There's also not that much change when it comes to thinking about research grants and European funding. As a full member state of the EU, which we will remain for at least the next 2 years and possibly longer, we have the full right to apply for Horizon 2020 and for European Research Council funding. In fact, the latest I've heard is that we'll also thereafter be seeking associate status, associate membership status, which would still give us access to Horizon 2020 and the ERC. So if you're thinking about writing a European grant, please carry on. We will continue to support you as usual from the European Office. It's crucially important that we don't get deflected just by one series of political events. The next topic I wanted to cover is the recent loan that we've arranged with the European Investment Bank, which will help to fund the whole of our capital plan, an important part of which is UCL East. That loan is intact. It's not altered whatsoever by these recent political events. It's a done deal, and there's no problem over exchange rates or future access to that loan. So our capital plan and our plans for UCL East continue intact, and we have every intention of pursuing those through to the opening of UCL East in 2020. And the final thing I want to do is to come back to all of you. When I sent you out a message last week, I was very moved by some of the reactions that came back to me from our staff and students. And it was very clear to me just how distressed many of you have been feeling. My intention in making this video is to reassure you that we absolutely value you here at UCL. You are key, you are integral, you're a very important part of our future, and we intend to keep it that way. Thank you.